Hey guys, just going to do a little voiceover of this wheel being resealed real quick with a couple announcements. Super Chrome 2 is out. The new Super Chrome, the replacement for Super Chrome, is out. I will be spraying some tomorrow at some point. Then I'll be doing a comparison side by side with the original Super Chrome for you guys to check out. I also got a couple new powders coming from Prismatic that are showing up, I believe, tomorrow, so I'll be trying to knock out at least some samples of those so you guys can check them out in case you have an interest in ordering them. Also guns, powder coating units. I have the hopper setup and a box feed setup that I'm offering under my own branding. These are clones of the Gemma Optiflex 2 with some modifications that I had requested that they put in. So been selling a ton of them. I know lots of people have reached out to me. If you guys are looking for a gun, be sure to hit me up. Contact info's at the end. Alright guys, so for the first project of the day, working on a GM valve cover. I think this is for an HHR, if I remember correctly. Doing it a color match to a factory blue. Put a picture here and a name because I don't actually remember it off the top of my head. Already got the powder in stock. Prismatic had a match for it, so we're gonna get this thing cleaned up a little bit, this valve cover cleaned up a little bit, then into the blasting cabinet. It's already bare aluminum, so I'm just gonna clean all the oils and stuff off of it, get it all masked up for blasting, and then get it blasted and start throwing powder at it. So I totally realized after I started doing this that I wasn't actually recording anything. So doing the same thing I normally do on a cover as far as masking goes. Just using the binder clips, which I totally meant to go buy more of yesterday, or I was there yesterday and I meant to buy more, but I'll probably go back today anyway, so I'm sure I'll get them at some point. I was talking with a buddy of mine, another powder coater, and just talking about like the channel and the direction that I'm going to take the channel in, especially with the announcement of, you know, the gun, you know, starting to offer powder coating units. We've got a bunch of new equipment coming in. A lot of it's already here. The electrician's been, I have a buddy of mine who's an electrician who's you know, licensed electrician, but he's doing everything after hours just because I can't even hire the company that he works for. They're like booked out for seemingly ever. So he's been coming and doing some wiring, but we got, you know, we'll be offering diamond cutting soon on wheels. Vibratory polisher is in, and then what else? Oh, wheel repair machine. So we'll be fixing all our own bends from now on. I had been sending them out, and the place I sent them to does a great job. I just trying to do as many things in-house as possible. And that, oh wow, what am I doing? That'll be one of them, or another one of them, I should say. So do that, and while discussing moving the channel forward, you know, we were kind of, I don't want to say brainstorming ideas, but I guess that's kind of what we were doing. We were sitting there discussing things, and I was definitely taking notes. So one of the things that I was actually curious about was like, I know that I kind of mentioned before, like, what do you guys want to see more of on this channel? But I mean, are there any like specific how-tos or anything? Or when we were talking about colors that suck, colors that are a pain kind of for everybody. I know in one of the last live feeds, somebody was asking, or live Q&As rather, somebody was asking about like transparent copper, and you know, anybody who's powder coated for any period of time knows that transparent copper is very rarely fun. It's definitely not a very forgiving color. Same with most of the transparent golds, you know, oranges, coppers, whatever. So what other colors have given you guys hassles? You know, what other colors do you find that are hard to work with? And I might be able to start doing how-tos that are, you know, not geared towards specific people necessarily, but addressing specific problems that multiple people have. I should be able to do that fairly easily if we get a group kind of deciding what colors are a pain in the ass or what colors you want to see worked with. And the other thing I thought about, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I think what I want to start doing is when we have a color, you know, a color that we know is a pain in the ass, you know, a specific copper or whatever, transparent copper, whatever it might be, is looking to find a suitable alternative from another company. You know, whether it be like there's a prismatic that you really like, but, or a prismatic color that you know, like the appearance of, but you can't get it to lay the way that you like. You know, maybe finding that same color from another company, or even another one from Prismatic. There's, you know, Prismatic has a lot of colors that are basically the same as other colors that they already have, or the variance isn't huge enough to cause like an issue. So I might be able to have like a whole series dedicated to, you know, alternative colors basically. I just don't know if that's something that people would find interesting. I know that I already have a bunch of alternatives, so if somebody picks a color, I'm like, oh, I don't spray that color, but I'll spray this one, you know, and it's basically the same, or customer couldn't tell the difference, you know, if they're not different enough to matter, I guess is the best way of saying it. So let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Like I said, this channel is all about growth, trying to see where we can go with it. And by we, I mean you guys too. You guys are a key in moving this channel forward, because pretty much everything I do is in relation to what you guys want. I don't, you know, I said, I think during the live feed, I was like, this channel's not for me. Like, I already know most of this stuff, and as much as I tend to learn on this channel's still definitely not for me. I'll learn whether or not I make the channel or not. I just figured if other people could benefit from it, I might as well keep doing it. So if you guys have ideas, well, let me know what you can come up with. I'm definitely down for more ideas. And I finally figured out the scheduling thing with the issue that I was having with scheduling videos on YouTube. As you see, I was going to have 10 videos right in a row, and I scheduled them, and the first few uploaded at like 1 in the morning instead of 3 o'clock in the afternoon my time. And then when I went to fix it, the other ones didn't upload at all. So I'm gonna go back to uploading them manually, but I'm gonna do some testing. So you might see like 2 videos a day, just kind of randomly, because I'm gonna be doing some uploading or scheduling testing to make sure that I can get it to work. So got this all done. I'm gonna hang it up, put all the plugs in it. Okay, up next, I'm gonna throw some plugs in this thing from our partners at High Temp Masking Supply here. And we gave away one of these kits. Gonna probably look to do another one of these kits, but I'm gonna be starting a couple other giveaways as well. So expect to see those here soon enough. Shouldn't be trying to do this with one hand. Grab a bunch of these, the size that I know that I need. But yeah, I'm gonna do at least, I have another couple giveaways I gotta do. A couple companies reached out. Actually had a new company reach out. It must have been yesterday. I saw the email today, but another company reached out that I'm super stoked to work with. I think the giveaway that we're gonna do with them, you guys will also be stoked about. I'm pretty stoked about the number of companies that are reaching out and offering things up. I mean, it's awesome because it's, you know, I can give stuff away to you guys. And, you know, I get to check out new products. This particular company, they have a new product line coming out, and they're going to be supplying me with some stuff from that product line before it's released, which is I'm pretty stoked about. It's powder. I mean, it's nothing too wild necessarily, but I'm stoked about it either way. And I think the combination of doing that, adding the powder coating units to the lineup, it's going to be awesome. Alright, so according to Prismatic, the color match for this GM color is Illusion Light Blue and what is this, Aqua Clear. I've shot Illusion Light Blue a dozen times, or probably more than that. Aqua Clear I've never shot, so we'll load up the Illusion Light Blue. I'm going to be spraying one of these bottles. This is the bottles I was telling you guys work great for testing colors. I don't ever sandblast them or sand them or do anything. I just put them in the chemical stripper and then rinse them all. I'm going to be spraying one of those so I have it, and I guess we'll get going on this. Okay, throwing this on, it's about 45, a little higher, it's like about 48 kV. It'll bounce around obviously a little bit. My ground is terrible. Pull it off here. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. So throwing the Illusion Light Blue base down on this. I'll turn the KV down a little bit. So I decided I was going to go in here first. That one I was fixing the ground real quick. Illusion Light Blue, of course, super nice powder, lays, I mean, like most of the Illusion colors, lays perfect basically every time. That's never given me a hassle. Make sure we get all these little, this valve cover has a lot of weird little like nooks and crannies in it that, I mean, valve covers can be kind of a pain. This one just has a bunch of really little small spots in it. Should be golden. Oh. And you can hear that ground. Probably should have cleaned this particular hook. Didn't think it was that bad, but it sounds like it's that bad. Okay, so we'll throw this in the oven. Spray this bottle real quick as well. Get this thing flowed out so we can cool it down and throw the Aqua Clear on it. And I did go verify. I actually have a bunch of these bottles, but every time I get them, I strip them. I couldn't remember exactly what they were, but a couple of them, you can still see the Budweiser logo. So it's like Budweiser, Bud Light. I know that Coors and a couple other companies have these same, or have aluminum bottles, but are not the same shape. They're a little bit shorter, a little bit rounder, or a little fatter, I guess. But they would probably work just as well. My friend happens to enjoy Budweiser for whatever reason, so these ones are easy for me. Like I said in one of the other videos, or maybe it was a live, I don't remember. I just buy a thing of beer, take it to him, let him drink, but the rule is I get all the bottles back with no dents, so I can make samples. Alright, got the Aqua Clear loaded up. I'm going to be spraying this. Dial it down here before I forget, about 40 kV. So this is the top coat going over Illusion Light Blue. This is the bottle, just so I have a sample of it for later. This Aqua Clear is a urethane, which in my experience, urethanes as top coats are sometimes a little blotchy. This looks like it sprayed pretty well, so I guess we'll see. Okay, valve cover next. Already threw the bottle in. It'll obviously cure much faster than this valve cover will. I'm hoping this color comes out the way the customer wants. The customer's not local to me. This was shipped in, so I won't actually be able to see how well of a match this is. It's from Prismatic, and I have faith in them and their abilities. So I've actually never used one of their specific color matches. I've used some color matches from other companies and had kind of mixed results. But hopefully this is not one of those where I don't have mixed results. Hopefully it's all positive. It's kind of a bummer doing a color match when you don't have anything to actually like physically hold it up to at the end, but I guess we'll see. Well, everything was going well, and then catastrophe, basically. I heard a weird sound from the compressor box, this box over here. Went to investigate, realized the compressor wasn't running when it should have been. It had tripped the little breaker on the motor, on the electric motor, and started doing a little investigating, and haven't exactly figured out why, but I can tell you that basically the pulley in the back of this thing shakes more than it should, and the pump itself makes a bunch of sounds that it shouldn't, and then it just trips the little reset button here on the motor, meaning it's a problem. So I'll be taking the compressor over tomorrow. Ended up getting the last two wheels blasted a different way, and I have a tiny compressor that's going to be running the gun, so I'm still going to powder coat these. Probably not going to record it. I'm in a crappy mood, so yeah, I guess I'll keep you guys updated. This is a Champion compressor. This one's God, I don't even know now. Over 4 years old, 4.5 years old, something like that. So this is the first issue I've had with it. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. I did see a new pump for this is about $1,270 if I remember correctly. But I got a couple compressor places here local. I'm gonna see about getting it fixed. I actually have another one of these pumps kind of randomly, but I'm also was already in the process kind of upgrading to a rotary compressor. So this isn't a huge deal. It's just a bummer unplanned. So I'll keep you guys updated. We'll go from there. I wanted to close out the video real quick. Wanted to thank you guys for for continuing to follow, like videos, comment where you can, give advice. Any of you guys looking for specific how-tos or anything, be sure to leave those down below. Also want to thank you guys, all you guys that are doing the shout outs. I get the mentions and things like on Instagram and Snapchat, things like that. Got one on YouTube the other day. So want to thank you guys for that, for continuing to spread the word to help grow the channel. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Super Chrome 2 is officially out, so I'll be getting a video up for that very shortly, and then like I said, a couple new powder coaters from Prismatic as well will be in that video. As far as the guns, I've had a bunch of people contact me about the powder coating systems I'm offering. The price range, depending if you go hopper or box feed, you're in the, everything's under $1,700 unless you add stuff to it. The hopper ones come with two hoppers, essentially a 2 and a 3 pound hopper. They're measured in liters, so they're not quite the same, but roughly a 2 and a 3 pound hopper. And then the box feed, of course, is just a box feed. I've had a few people contact me and want to do an option where they can switch back and forth between hopper and box feed. Can do that as well. That's puts it up closer to $2,000, but you're still, way cheaper than a lot of the pro guns, and especially the replica or the real version that these are a clone of. So my initial order for all these guns was 10 guns. About half of those were pre-sold. I was just gonna hope and pray that the last 5 got sold. Since then, all of those got sold, and I put in another order for an additional 19. The reason I did 19 is kind of a weird number. They try to group them in groups of 10 specifically for shipping, actually. The reason that I did 19 is I got an entire box full of nothing but spare parts. So I have the tips, nozzles, hoses, anything that might be like an expendable part. I got the rebuild kits for the fluidizing hoppers coming. So that's the only thing that can go really bad on a fluidizing hopper is the little diaphragms in the bottom. I have the rebuild kits for those. I have extra hoppers coming, extra hose lengths, any expendable thing that you might go through, just in the working process. So I will have all those parts on hand. One of the other things is anybody who buys a gun off of me ends up with my personal cell phone number. So I know that might not seem super appealing to everybody, but basically gives you 24/7 access to me to ask me questions, not just about the gun. You can ask me whatever powder coating stuff you need to know or anything I can help with. But it basically is just like a peace of mind thing. The guns have a warranty and all that. Like I said, I'm going to carry spare parts here. Actually going to have a little build out of a room just to keep all this stuff in. But yeah, I got the 10 units have been in America now for a couple days. They should be here, I think today. It says they're out for delivery. I don't know what day this video is going to come out, honestly. So, and then my order for the 19 was just placed. We just went through all the billing, transferring of money and stuff for all that. So if you guys are looking to contact or looking to get a gun, be sure to contact me. I can at least fill you in on some of the details and everything. So yeah, if you guys got any questions, hit me up. I'll put all the contact information here. at the end of the video. And I don't know, until next time.